formal wear, and accessories. We also carry a line of magical supplies, including candles, oils, herbs, and limited ritual items. All items are created in a scenic studio space in Culpeper, Virginia, and available throughout the world online, as well as at festivals and events. Magical Things offers custom creations too, such as costuming, illustrations, and more. Come visit us at magicalfantasy.com.
Hey everyone! Want to know how you can help Let's Talk About the Music stay on the air and earn some VIP privileges at the same time? Go to patreon.com/LTATM radio to find out how you can get involved. That's patreon.com. Let's Talk About the Music.
Let's Talk About the Music is wanting your sponsorship to help support local independent music and musicians worldwide. We have different levels of sponsorship for everyone, including up-and-coming bands and musicians, to give a little more boost to your promotions. Let's Talk About the Music is also looking to podcast live from your music-related special events, shows, and venues. For more information, go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com.
You got the ability to give me what I need, baby. Won't you come and be there for me? You got the agility, the power, and the speed, baby. Won't you come and keep up with me? 'Cause I need a boy to stay competitive with a girl who always leads. And I need a boy who can handle it. Do you think you can handle me?
Start your engine.
I'm so ready, my engine's on revving for you to come and show me it's true. What they say about you, better be ready, my lad. What's getting heavy, the more Rio Andretti and me that you don't know about. I don't have the patience for it, and I don't have the time. I'll be racing you right off of the line, yeah. I don't need my breakfast, baby, that just ain't my style. If you're slow, you know I'll leave you behind. 'Cause I need a boy to stay competitive with a girl who always leads. And I need a boy who can handle it. Do you think you can handle me?
Start your engine.
I'm so ready, my engine's on revving for you to come and show me it's true. What they say about you, better be ready, my lad. What's getting heavy, the more Rio Andretti and me that you don't know about. Better get your seatbelts on, have a check the rearview mirror. Who's gonna be number one? Who's just gonna spin their wheels? Can you see the finish line? Can you see I'm waiting for you? Show me what you can do before I tell you goodbye.
Start your engine.
I am so ready, my engine's on revving for you to come and show me it's true. What they say about you, better be ready, my lad. What's getting heavy, the more Rio Andretti and me that you don't know about. I am so ready, my engine's on revving for you to come and show me it's true. What they say about you, better be ready, my lad. What's getting heavy, the more Rio Andretti and me that you don't know about.
Let's talk about the music. I am Shells here in Tacoma, Washington. And he is Spider in Ohio.
I sure am. The glorious flat land of Ohio.
And believe it or not, we actually have Mackenzie-Dayle, and you are from Canada.
I can't believe it.
Yes, I am.
So again, we're going global.
Going global.
Worldwide.
Yes, and that is the whole point of this show, is that we're global. Is that me humming? Is that somebody else humming over there?
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. Okay, so that was you.
It must have been me. Yeah, I had an extra cable plugged in that didn't need to be plugged in.
Okay, like, wait a minute.
Technology.
It's not me, right? Because I'm telling you guys, on episode 20, on 6th episode, it was 22. After that happened, I had not one, but two speaker technicians working on my speaker. Make sure it doesn't screw up again. Sending photos of what's going on this side of the world, so they fix it because it's actually a lot better now than it was last week, even on Monday. So it's kind of like, what's that sound? Don't break on me.
No kidding.
So coming into the song here, we had mackenziedayle and what's the name? Is it Mario?
Mario Andretti.
Okay, so what's that all about? And who is he? Is he cute?
He's actually a famous racer from Italy. So it's just a nice song, cool song based on Mr. Mario Andretti, big racer.
So a little bit of a tribute to Mario.
Yeah,
and
it's just a lot of
skills.
racing innuendos, the usual.
Yeah, I know nothing about racing, so I had to look him up. He's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah, it's not too complicated of terminology. It's more like, gas pedals.
Yeah.
Engines, things like that. Things that even the Carly challenged people like me can understand.
Yeah, the only thing I got with cars is that I like cars. I like old-fashioned cars. I used to date a racer, but that's about it.
Well, hey, you're closer than me. I know, like, the wheel and, like, the engine. I know that you can drive them.
Wait, so you're singing about a racer. I figure you know something.
Yeah, I know about, I Googled him, and we researched him so that I would actually know what to talk about. But to be honest, I'm lost when it comes to vehicles.
Oh, here I thought I was going to talk cars for you for just a tad bit. Nope, ruin that one.
Oh, she's a car guy, though.
Yes.
Draconis is a car guy.
Yes, yes. You like, so Miss Spider, do you like...
Yeah, she likes working on cars. And
the car buff?
She gets disappointed sometimes when she can't do her own work, like if we don't have a tool or something. Like when she was pregnant with her little girl, she couldn't get too close to do the oil changes, and it was very upsetting for her. Very upsetting. But yeah, she likes cars. She's a big fan. She wants to be a race driver at some point, sometime in the future.
Yeah, if you do that, girl, I'll be having a flag. Miss Spider, yes, go girl!
That's so cute.
Okay. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is called Let's Talk About the Music. It's a controversial talk show, but really, we're just talking about music. And if you guys want to come in the chat room is open. You can just come in here and follow the show and say hello world, and ask questions for mackenziedayle.
Yeah, put her on the spot. Ask her some tough ones.
Yes, and if you guys want to do something differently, we do have a phone number. It's 360-464-4216, and these phone numbers only great for when we're actually on the air. So you hear a recap on the autoplay, the phone number. Well, the phone number, it works, but no one's going to answer the phone. So.
So if we're not live, you can call if you want, but you're not going to be, fulfilled with your questions.
You can tell us how great the show is, and we'll take that. We'll put that on the air as a promo.
Oh yeah, by all means, tell us how great the show was. We'd love to hear that. We love to hear people talk about how great the show is.
Absolutely.
We're modest.
Right. No, not really. No. All right, so go back to the conversation with mackenziedayle. So hello. So now, is it harder to break in the music industry being in Canadian or America? Or is it easy in America and harder in Canada? So is there a difference to you?
That's actually a really good question. it's different it's definitely different between America and Canada. But the thing is, there's benefits and there's, harder things. I actually find it harder to break into Canada as a Canadian pop artist.
Really?
Because, first of all, Canada is very folk, rock, which is nothing wrong with those genres, but that's what they like. They like folk, they like rock, they like that sort of thing. And so as a pop artist, it's definitely a lot harder to make them like you and to make people want to hire you or sign you, because really they're not as interested. Like even Carly Rae Jepsen talks about a lot in interviews how people just did not give a care about her in Canada. Actually, I went to one of her concerts and she was opening actually for Mariana's Trench, which is a band, and I came up to her merch table at the end and she was literally sitting on top of it because nobody was coming over to say hi to her, and she was actually from Canada. So I came up and said hi and had a good chat with her. And I said, "Oh, why are you sitting on your merch table?" And she said, "Oh, well, no one's coming over, so I might as well take a seat."
Oh, that's so sad.
So I'm like, "Oh, wow." So that's the number one thing. So it's actually harder to break into Canada as a Canadian. But then when it comes to making it in America, it's actually... The cool thing about America is they're always looking for people, and they don't really care, where you're from, as long as you're dedicated, you're ready to go. And so I found working with people in the States is actually super easy as a Canadian because you're interesting because you're from Canada. You're not just a regular person, from LA that they see every day. You're from Canada, and it keeps you away from the drama of being in places like LA sometimes. So it's actually a pretty cool thing, and it's actually not as hard as you think. It's more hard to actually get into our home country.
That's
the good
sad.
thing about the American music industry is that while a lot of good musicians here in the States do tend to get kind of passed over and ignored just because of the way that those kind of politics work, they're very good about trying to be cultural, so to speak, and trying to welcome people from other countries. And while Canada isn't too far away with how we are in the States as far as North American culture goes, it's still a whole separate country. And so, of course, there's a whole entire alien culture to us, and we're just, oh yeah, great, we want to bring your great, fabulous culture here, even if it's exactly the same as ours.
Exactly. So I obviously will take advantage of that coolness if I can, because why wouldn't you, right? You'd be silly not to.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have any sort of slight advantage, especially in such a quick moving genre and business in general. I mean, pop is so quick to change and to switch people in and out that you got to take your opportunities as they come.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the music industry too. Mm. I mean, music industry, or anything would have to do with art. It doesn't matter if you're an artist or a painter or a musician or a broadcaster. It doesn't matter. You gotta take what you get and go with it.
Yeah, exactly. And anyone who says any differently is not telling the truth.
Right, exactly. It's
because you, as any musician, you walk the line between, you don't step on people, you don't, just don't stir up bad karma. You live a life that you can be proud of, but you're going to take opportunities and, advances that you can get because we're human and we want to get places.
Yeah, sure.
So, it's very true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell you that one. Okay, Miss Spider has a question for you in the chat room. So she goes, "Hey Mackenzie, what is your favorite instrument and favorite song?"
Ooh, well, I'm not the best at playing instruments, I have to say, but I'd have to say that my favorite instrument to listen to would probably have to be the piano, because a piano well played and with a lot of emotion in it can be haunting, it can be powerful, it can be sad, happy. It's just it has such a range of possibilities, and I find that quite amazing. favorite song, Radio Gaga by Queen, because that's my favorite band.
Oh,
Cool.
see, now you've made her night. She's going to be able to hear it on the stream here in a minute. The